Another east coast low to impact New South Wales with possibly renewed major flooding. Severe weather warning for heavy to possibly intense rainfall and damaging winds extends from Coffs Harbour down to Merimbula, including the ACT, and west out to Coonabarabran. If we have a look at the observed rainfall, we can see there's quite a lot of rainfall already falling across New South Wales, with Kangaroo Valley, a station there, recording 253 millimetres, and Watamolla Beach, just south of Sydney, with 199. Now, if we have a look at the forecast wind and rain, we can see a low pressure system dropping off the mid-north coast today. Now, that's going to draw down quite a moist northerly airstream and wrap it around onto it. So by Tuesday afternoon, it should sit off the Hunter Coast, with a lot of that rainfall starting to affect the Sydney, Illawarra and South Coast areas, some of it penetrating inland, and there possibly being another rain max around the Great Divide. If we look through to Wednesday, we should see the low drop away to the southeast, and that's going to be replaced by a very, very vigorous southerly flow, which is going to drive hazardous surf and gale warnings along parts of the New South Wales coast. Summing it up, we can see quite a bit of rainfall accumulating there. We do have the risk today of thunderstorms out to Walgett, so there could be some particularly intense rain thunderstorms bringing damaging winds and heavy rainfall around that Port Macquarie to Tamworth area. But as we march through into the latter half of Tuesday, you can see those accumulations starting to get up into the purple and pink categories. That's hinting at rainfall of 100 to 200, possibly in excess of 200 millimetres there. Having a look at the forecast flood warnings at the moment, it's the Hawkesbury Nepean, which was in flood last week. We also have the Colo and the Hunter in major flood warning rather, and the flood watches. So this is the expectation of that rainfall and what it will do to the catchments. You can see quite a few more catchments there in those dull shades of red and orange that are hinting at major to moderate flooding there. Having a look at the river plot for Hawkesbury Nepean at Windsor and North Richmond, you can see variations with the rainfalls that we've experienced after the main rainfall event of last week. It's likely this rainfall event will bring us back into that major category at both Richmond and Windsor. Having a look at the forecast total wave height, we can see that low dropping down onto the south coast there, with those winds on that western flank really starting to pick up into Wednesday, where we're seeing those purple colours there hinting at waves of 7 metres in height, affecting pretty much south of Newcastle. And looking at the marine wind warnings, nothing valid for today, but on Tuesday, strong wind warnings stretching from just north of Newcastle and across from the Otways and Victoria, and gale warnings for the Sydney coast down to the Victorian border. And that's it from the Bureau. Keep up to date with the latest forecast and warnings on our website, social media and app. Communities should be prepared for flood impacts, and please follow the advice of emergency services.